Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Jimmy Smith, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And I just wanted to come on. Today is a special day. It is February the 22nd in the year of 2022. Wow, super amazing. And I just wanted to come on this special day, on this date. I felt impelled, I felt led, I felt inspired to just give some thoughts on this day. Many of us and people around the world, some people have mixed emotions about what this day is bringing, what is happening, what's going on in the heavens, what's going on in the universe. And energies are just all over the place. Emotions are all over the place. Everything is energy. Okay. First of all, everything is energy. Everything is energy. And what we need to understand about that is, things are vibrating and moving so fast that things seem to be solid in the physical realm. But truly it's all energy. Everything has been made by God, by the Most High, by our source of life. God is amazing, and He has not placed us here to suffer and to live in fear, but to triumph and to live a life that is amazing, a life that is of prosperity, a life of wealth, a life of opulence, and things are shifting. And I want you to be encouraged and want you to understand on this day, on 2/22/22, that it is a time for you to make it manifest. It is a time for you to see yourself winning. It is a time for you to operate in a place where you believe that you can and that you will. Is for you to get that image in your mind. See yourself winning. See yourself thriving. It is a time for us. I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and it's time for us to put kingdom over religion. Jesus was not about religion. His coming to the earth was not about starting a religion, but it was about the kingdom. And this is a time for kingdom people, kingdom citizens. And I believe that we are in one of the greatest times. In other words, today is a day to expect great things to happen, to manifest great things to happen, to bring the invisible into the visible. Okay. Today is a day for you to bring the invisible into the visible on 2022. So I just want to give you some thoughts of where you should be in your mind, because, or in your thoughts on today, because your thoughts determine your emotions. Your thinking impacts your emotions. And if you are thinking the worst, you are thinking doom and gloom, you'll find people trying to give warnings and all this stuff like that. Well, we got to understand where we are in the time that we're living in. Yes, perilous times shall come, and perilous times are here. There are wars and rumors of wars, as the Bible has said that there will be. But we are kingdom citizens. Okay, we are. That hedge of protection is around us. There are angels that everyone has assigned to us. There are angels that are around your children and surrounding your homes, and while you're driving up and down the highway. Okay, you got to see that those angels are there to protect and to fight for you and to bring and send messages. And we have the kingdom within us that we have the ability to lock and unlock. And so I encourage you today on this incredible date. We are living in a time where once in a lifetime events are happening. Okay. Once in a lifetime dates are happening right before our very eyes. Don't take that lightly. Okay, don't take that lightly, that once in a lifetime events are taking place while you are alive. This is a time today for you to be grateful. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to give you in just a moment, but I want to tell you this is a time for you to be grateful and not to pay any attention to negative messages, negative energies, negative people, negative religious people, people who are stuck in the third dimension, people who are stuck in 3D, people who are stuck in the physical realm, people who are stuck in the past. Okay, it's time to move with God. It's time to move in the spirit of God. It's time to move with the energy of God. It's time to move within his word. I'm telling you now that the word of God is more alive to me than it ever has been ever before. That when I read the word, like Hebrews 11:1, that now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. Okay, this is a special time. This is a special time for us and for people and for mankind. This is a powerful time for the church, and for those who are a part of the beloved, the body of Christ, kingdom citizens. But what we must do is get our thoughts. Okay, we must center our thoughts today, and that's the reason why I'm doing this video, and without you seeing my face, because I don't want you to pay attention to looking at me. I want you to hear what I'm saying. Today is a day that you must center and align your thoughts and be grateful. Okay, operate in gratitude, operate in love, operate in forgiveness. All right. One of the things that we got to understand about, everything in this universe operates by law. Okay, it operates by law. So yes, we have the grace of God that is on us because of Jesus Christ, or Yeshua. And I understand there's a thing with the names, but we have this grace. But there are laws, okay, that have not changed, and we must understand everything operates by law, no matter what date it is. What you do today, how you believe today on 2022, is going to affect your tomorrow. Because if you see tomorrow and you're alive to tomorrow, or whenever you're watching this and listening to this, you are affecting your tomorrow by how you believe today, how you operate today. So it's very, very important that you steer away from today, from negative energies and negative people, even the news. Okay, right now when you're listening to this, there's a lot going on in Russia, and there's a lot of talking as far as war and things of that nature in Ukraine and all that kind of stuff. And I want you to get yourself just today, if you could just do it today, to pull back from bad news. Okay, pull back from bad news. Pull back from negative news, and it's super important. Now, I'm gonna tell you what to do, but I just want to give you this message because it's super important that we understand that everything in the universe, nothing happens by chance. Okay, in the universe, nothing happens by chance. And in the universe, everything is according with the law. All right. But I want you to understand something about energy. All right. This date, 2022, there's energy tied to it. And it has everything to do with you. Why? Because you have dominion. And you say, well, what about, so-and-so said this and somebody said this. It has everything to do with you. You have dominion. You are in charge of what's going on in your life, in your world. You and God, you're both in charge. Okay. But you have dominion on the earth. the news and the media and people on YouTube and Facebook and whoever, they are not in charge of what happens. You are. So you got to take your power back by understanding your energy and where your energy is flowing to. Now, this is very important because wherever your attention is, that's where your energy is going to flow. And when your energy flows to that thing, it causes it to live. It causes it to manifest. It causes it to become alive and become real in your life. Okay, so first understand this. Energy flows where attention goes. Okay, energy flows where attention goes. So I saw something, I read it, and I'm gonna tell you what to do today. And I want you to write it down. I'm getting ready to tell you. I'm not going to be much longer, but I want you to hear this. Energy is the currency of the universe, right? Your energy of understanding who you are. See, technically, we look in the mirror every day, but you've really technically never seen yourself, right? Who you are behind your eyes, behind your eyeballs, behind who you are. You've never seen yourself. You are a spirit being. You are a speaking spirit. Okay. Do you hear that breath? You are a spirit. You're a breathing, living spirit. And who you are, you've never really seen. And technically, you wouldn't be able to see yourself in the mirror because you are a spirit. That's why breath and breathing is so super important. See, your body is like what I like to call a space suit or earth suit, because believe it or not, Earth is in space. Okay. And so that's why God gave us dominion, and he gave us the ability that, how it is above, so be below. Okay. But he also gave us energy. We are a spirit. We have a soul, and we're inside of this body. And if you ever have to go to the hospital, I remember I had went to the emergency room back in 2000, I believe 13, and I was having chest pains. And when I went to the hospital and I told them I was having chest pains, if you ever go to the ER and you say you're having chest pains, they will, rush you in right away because you could be having a heart attack. And they begin to do an EKG. And as they begin to put that stuff on my chest to see what was going on, they begin to look. But what I found out is there's electricity. Okay, I'm not plugged up to anything in the wall. I'm not plugged up to anything. But there's electricity inside of all of us. Okay, the way you've been made. There's even understanding and teachings about that a lot of what causes us to be made up or how we were made. A lot of what is in the universe is also in us. Even to the point that we said, that humans are stardust. Okay, the melanin in our skin and everything is specially made. God made us. Okay, God is energy. God is source. And I think we, first of all, before I go any further, we need to understand God is not a human. He's not a man or a woman. All right. God is a spirit. Okay. And so when you begin to study Genesis and how the spirit of God hovered over the earth and the sea, and everything was dark and black. God is a spirit. God is everywhere, and he cannot be contained to be a certain size or height. He's God. He created the heavens and the earth. All right. And he's in charge, but he also gave you a piece of him because you've been made in the image and likeness and after his likeness. So the truth is you're godlike. Okay. Jesus, his son, came to the earth to redeem us back to God because of the fall of man, because of sin. And so now, because of Jesus, we are the righteousness of God. He's pleased with you. He's happy with you. He loves you. And when you accept his son, boy, we in good standing. So you don't worry. And you don't worry like everybody else worries who have no hope. Okay. So understand, energy is the currency of the universe. You got to be very selective with your focus right now. You must be very selective with your focus. Okay. If you understand, and I don't know why it is with so many believers and church folk, and act like so fearful. They say that the Antichrist is supposed to be born today on 2/22/2022. The Antichrist is being born today. Well, if you save and fill with the Holy Spirit, you're not worried about if the Antichrist is born today. And if he's born today, shoot, we got some time for him to grow up. So that means there's more work for us to do. That's why it's important to be healthy and to exercise and to eat right, so you can do more for the kingdom. It's also, I believe, a reason for you to become financially wealthy and free, so you can fund and empower the kingdom, so we can spread this good message, this good news about the kingdom. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about kingdom over religion. Okay, we got God has given us time. God has allowed us to be alive. There are so many who did not get to see this particular time. So what I'm saying is, this is not a time to be afraid and to operate in negative energy. This is a time for you to walk by faith and not by sight. So energy is the currency of the universe. When you pay attention to something, you buy that experience. When you pay attention to something, you buy that experience. And I want to tell you that your attention is expensive. Your attention is expensive. Your attention is expensive. When you pay attention to something, you buy that experience. And I'm telling you right now, more than ever, during these 2020s and doing this from 2020 to 2030, your attention is so expensive that everything that is coming out, we live in the information age, and everything that is coming out and coming to you is really trying to grab your attention, because that's how people are thriving and making money and trying to build and come up. And it's so much that you could feel overwhelmed. You could feel a little stressed out. A lot of you feel tired because you need a mental break. Well, take the mental break you need today. You got to get your energy. If I can get this message across to the world, which is why I'm on here on YouTube, and I want you to hear my voice. I want you to hear what I'm saying, because I wanted to bring comfort. Okay. I wanted to bring comfort. I wanted to bring a sense of peace, because that is where heaven is. That's where God is. Peace. Not all this rah-rah and crazy worry and this going to happen, that's going to happen. Whatever's going to happen, let it happen. But while it's happening, it could be storming, it could be raining, and it could be like a hurricane going on. You're sitting there with a smile on your face, with some iced tea, and it's dark everywhere, but it's sunshine within your consciousness. Okay? It's sunshine within your consciousness. It's sunshine within your thoughts. So you have to be careful, because your energy is the currency of the universe. Yours, you You live inside you. Nobody else is there. You're born into this world by yourself. And guess what? When you leave and your expiration date comes and it's time for you to leave this physical plane, it's time for you to leave this physical experience, you leave by yourself. Nobody goes with you. You know, you may have family, you may have a spouse, you may have children, but it's really every day is you. Nobody gets up with you. Nobody's inside of you. It's you. It's your consciousness. It's your thoughts. It's the God within you. You're an extension of him in the earth. And you are energy. Okay, you have to study that. You have to go and look and understand that you are a mass of energy that's vibrating. Your cells and your body is vibrating so fast, like the speed of light. You're special, is what I'm saying. You're special. And yes, things have happened. Yes, life has happened to most of you and most of us. You've lost some things that you were attached to, that you loved. You loved some people and things that didn't love you back. You've been hurt. You've gone through life and you wonder, why am I here? What is my purpose? What is going on? What I'm telling you on today, on 2022, get your purpose. Find your purpose. Manifest. Bring that thing that is in your heart, that is in your mind. Bring that thing that you want so bad. Cause it to come from the invisible to the visible. That's the power and the ability that's inside of you. Make it manifest. Be like God. You've been made in the image and likeness, not your physical body, but your spirit. Okay? So you got to be very selective of what you pay attention to. Be selective in your focus. Okay? Because your attention feeds the energy of a thing and keeps it alive. Your attention feeds the energy of something and it keeps it alive. So be very careful who you follow on social media and what you listen to today. I'm going to tell you, this is what I would suggest that you do. I suggest that you get into a quiet space, and you can do it either in the notes app in your phone, or you can get a pen and paper and write it down. I suggest really writing it down by hand is more effective that way. And I want you to write down the date 2/22/22. Okay, however you want to write it down, 2/22/22 or 2/22/2022. And I want you to write down 2 things you are grateful for. Just 2. I know some people suggest writing down 22 things, but sometimes we overdo it. We overwork our brains. We overwork ourselves because, it's like, I'm going to think about 22 things. Just write down 2. 2 things you're grateful for. Okay? 2 things you are truly grateful for. And then on the other side, I want you to write down 2 things you want to manifest. 2 things that you want to manifest. In other words, 2 things that you strongly desire. Just 2. 2 things you're grateful for. And then 2 things you strongly desire and that you want to see. And you believe it's yours. Okay? I'm gonna give you a story. And I'm going to let you guys go because I want you to really get to writing these 2 things down. Now, of course, you have the liberty. This is the power. And what's so great about dominion is you got the liberty. If you want to write down 22 things that you're grateful for and you want to write down 22 things that you desire or 22 things that you want to manifest, you have that right to do. Okay. I'm just giving you the most simplistic way of doing this. I was in Anaheim, California, and I thought about this the other day, and I was in Anaheim, California, and I'm a musician, and I'm endorsed by Hammond Organ Company. I played a Hammond B3. Been playing since I was at 7 years old, at my parents' house, of course, because I lived there. And my sister was having a sweet 16 birthday party. So all her friends were downstairs. They were dancing and having a good time. And I was upstairs with a living room full of adults while the kids were downstairs having a great time. And my mom bought my sister a Casio keyboard that I still have. I have another one because our house had caught on fire. So I had, anyway, ended up getting another one of those keyboards. And so that night I start playing in the living room with everybody sitting there in the key of A flat. A flat has always been my key. A flat is the church key, and I can church you on to the high heavens in the key of A flat. Okay. And so I've been playing for a very long time. And matter of fact, I'm 44 and I started playing at the age of 7. So I've really been playing for 37 years at this point. And so God has blessed me. I've played mostly my life in church, and I'm grateful for that. I've always wanted to play in church. I've always wanted to play. I had the opportunity to be on the national staff as a national musician for the Church of God in Christ with Dr. Ira Stevenson, who is simply amazing, and just all that. I've experienced it. It was great. And then I had this desire in my heart to become an instrumental artist. So I began to do that. And my first album, Sanctified Sound, produced by my friend and my brother, Austin Moore. Great album, man. It was just, churchy. It was great. And then now here's my point. I'm in Anaheim, California with Hammond at NAMM. NAMM is this huge musicians conference, and for, businesses and all the companies who make instruments, Yamaha, Roland, Hammond, everybody. And so we're at the restaurant in California, and Steve, one of the Hammond reps, and we're all together. Scott May and my Hammond dad, rest in peace, Greg Kowalski. We're all at the restaurant down the street from the convention center, and they say to me, and I believe it was Steve who said to me, "You should do a tribute to Jimmy Smith, who's the Hammond B3 legend, who made the Hammond B3 very well known and famous, back in the 1950s, 60s, and 70s. And when they said it to me and planted the idea and planted the seed, now I'm just showing you how to manifest, okay? When they said it to me, I thought to myself, that sounds good. Okay, I want you to get this now, because it's 2/22/2022, and I want you to manifest some things. When they said it to me, my immediate feeling was, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I would like to do that. Do you feel that energy? Do you feel that tone? Do you feel that emotion? It was a feel good emotion in response to an idea that was planted and given to me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I never lost that particular feeling. When they told me, see, most of us, we struggle in manifesting. We struggle with producing things into the earth realm, into the physical plane that we live in, right? Because we live on multiple planes. I don't know if y'all realize that, we live on multiple planes, but to really get things into the physical, a lot of us struggle. And the reason why you struggle is because you have doubt. You have doubt. I posted something the other day that was just, it blessed me, and I guess it blessed so many people. It says that your faith can move mountains and your doubt can create them. Okay, your faith can move mountains and your doubt can create them. So we got to stop creating mountains by operating in doubt. When they said it to me, it was a feeling of, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. No fear came to me. I never thought to myself, I can't do that. Who am I to do that? You sure I could do that? You think that's good? None of that ever came to me. When I got back to Nashville, I still was like, oh yeah, I believed I could do it. I believed that, I don't know at the time, I don't know if I thought Hammond was going to do it or back it, but I believed I had all the wherewithal. I remember going to, it's not there anymore, they tore it down, but I remember going to this place called the Rutledge, downtown Nashville. When I walked in there, I said, hey, yeah, Nam is coming to Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to do a live recording. I want to do it right here. I don't know. I just went there, just felt led to go there. And the owner was there, and he said, sure. He told me how much it would cost. And I think it was like $350 or something like that. I'm not sure. And I didn't have the money. Okay, we're going to do it. The money showed up. I had the most amazing producer, Paul Brown, who was a Grammy award-winning producer. I had the most amazing horn section. I didn't know those guys, but they professional horn section for jazz and for whatever. I had the most amazing bass player. I had the most amazing drummer. I got all real jazz cat because I'm a gospel organist. I had the most amazing guitar player, drummer, bass player, and then there was me, a Kojic kid, Church of God in Christ organist. Then there's me. I had to pay all these people. One of them, is charging $500. The other one's charging this, and the other one's charging that. I had to pay all these people. I didn't have the money. But the money was placed in my hand to pay everybody. Needed a place to rehearse. Hammond made a phone call. We had a rehearsal spot. And here I am doing it the day of. Everybody's there. My mom, my grandmother, everybody. We're all there. This place is packed out. I'm on stage. And I never thought to myself, I shouldn't be up here. This is crazy. I was excited. I'm trying to tell you how to manifest. I was excited. I wanted to do it. I was ready for it. This was awesome. I was in a place of just, let's do this. And that's how you do it. That's how you manifest. That's how you make things happen. And from January, it was 2014 until, and I think we did the live recording in July of 2014. It never entered my mind. No, I was so in harmony and in tune with making it happen and doing it that nothing could block anything. And I want to tell you on today that don't let things get in your way and block you from making it manifest. It's 2022, and I want to tell you, write down 2 things you're grateful for and 2 things you want to manifest, 2 things you desire. This is a great time to be alive. Get away from all the bad news and negative stuff. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen in the world. Whatever's going to be is going to be. But for you and for me, we are going to thrive. You're going to prosper. You're going to be in health and you're going to prosper. And I leave you with this. I wish above all things that you will prosper and be in health, even as your soul prospers. Okay? This is your time. This is your season. Now go and prosper. God bless.